when you're approaching a coating company, you really have to make sure they can handle the substrate that you're looking for. In our business, is micro optics, where parts are very, very small, and then you can get substrates that are very, very large. So a good opening question when you're looking for a good coating relationship are, what's the largest sizes that you do? So here at Andover Corporation, we can handle a 14-inch substrate, and we're comfortable on certain products down to as small as 1 millimeter squares on our dicing equipment. But it really does depend on what the part is, how it's made, and there's a lot that goes into the size. The next part of the substrate is really considering it in your application. So when you're putting your optical coating requirement together, it's like putting a puzzle together. And it really does start with the substrate. So a good substrate can also help you reduce layers, a properly selected substrate, I should say. So if you need a good imaging surface and you want to keep the cost down, BK7 is a great solution. It polishes up really nice. It has good thermal properties, and it just does a nice job optically at a reasonably price. Fused silica is always great. It's great for radiation testing. It's readily available, but you really need to know the inputs of what your design is calling for. Sapphire is a great IR material, for instance, because it cuts off in the infrared, so it can save you literally hundreds and hundreds of layers if you can use a sapphire substrate rather than a germanium substrate or a zinc substrate in the infrared. So knowing where your transmission cut-ons and cut-off are in your materials is really important. Knowing how difficult the material might be to handle or to coat versus something that's easy to handle and coat, that has good thermal properties, is just really a huge part of it. So we have listed here, these are the materials that we will coat, and there's pluses and minuses to all these coatings. Like I said, some can be cost drivers, some can be real cost savers, but we would need your help and your input and back and forth with our engineers to make the best substrate choice. But it really does start with making a good choice on the proper substrate.